Now, let's see if we can work a little magic with all this noise.
Grendel, which is called Outsider in the final version. The genesis of that mission was that Andrew had come up with a general idea for how he wanted Gaichu to join the party. And it involved basically CSI Hong Kong type behavior. And I was like, alright, well let's see if I can make a mission where it's possible to do the entire thing without firing a single shot and have it be interesting. And the practical upshot of that is, oh my god, there was a lot of writing that I had to do on that. And the second upshot is, this Wampoa place is very multicultural. I think we'll put a lot of backers in here because it's a good place for expatriates to go. So it was fun to break that up into lots of little small chunks, like the various shops, and have that sort of like police procedural plot arc. Where you'd go and investigate something and then go quiz somebody on what you'd learned and then go investigate a new thing. I think I was thinking a lot about playing Call of Cthulhu and Delta Green at the same time. But one of the things that I think really makes that mission for me is the horrible wash of neon everywhere. And the fact that everything is bright and shiny. And it's like, oh my god, assault on my eyes because this looks like Hong Kong. Yes!
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a definite sense of place in that mission. That's for sure.
It's a real place.
One of
you
the
can
first
go there.
missions to really like fully come together, from my memory, which is incomplete at best. But I remember playing Grendel and just feeling like the combination of the writing and the like you said, the sort of investigative gameplay and the Hong Kong visuals. Like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. That's pretty cool.
Well, Tyler deserves a lot of props for building it because he both built it and wrote the entire thing, and the challenge in doing that, because from my perspective of playing through it, like there are so many stages to it where like I remember playing through it twice and not getting, in my idea, the ideal outcome of no shots fired. And I would keep going over to Tyler's desk and poking him on the shoulder. I was like, but I did this, and I talked to this person, and I found this thing. How come I didn't get it? And he's like, well, you missed things. There's still stuff there. And so,
like a detective.
Yeah, there was so many layers to it, and there's so many different outcomes that just the sheer, challenge of building that thing and the fact that it landed so nicely, and it is one of the better missions in the game, I truly think. Like, that was awesome. Like, really.
Well, the thing that interests me is the collaboration between Andrew and Tyler, and that Andrew created Gaichu. Tyler wrote a lot of Gaichu.
Well, Tyler was the writer of Gaichu. I mean,
that's amazing to me that somebody could create a character that somebody else writes. What was that like for you to pick up on that?
Well, you hand me a samurai as a character, and as somebody who majored in Japanese studies, I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it as far as I fucking can.
Yeah, see, that's good resource management.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like on the one hand, I was sad not to write the character, but on the other hand, I very quickly came to realize that Tyler was the right person to write his character.
Yeah.
He was better equipped to write Gaichu than I ever could have been, so...
And it's good to eat man flesh every once in a while.
Well, especially if you marinate it in some nice soy and dashi stuff.
I think we should jump in here and talk about one of the things, like little Easter eggs with Duncan, and how if you go into Gaichu's room when he's not there and you eat something, what's the other place? And Duncan says a line, and then what's the other place?
I believe what Duncan says is like, is this who we are now? We go on a mission, we break into a strange place, and you eat their dinner? What's
the other
wrong
place
with
is exit stage left,
exit
right?
stage left is the connection to that.
And you can drink something off of the liquor cabinet and exit stage left.
Yeah, and Duncan's just like...
And Duncan just does not know what is wrong with you.
Yeah, and that only happens if Duncan is there for both of those. It's just like, you're just the person...
You're a food-crazy beast.
Yeah. There's something we did with Isabel. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, but it speaks like to the maturity of the editor and the tool we were working in, is we could quickly throw those things in without too much cost. And if you do hit that very specific case of having those people, it's nice to be able to add that.
To be fair, we don't have any QA team members here.
Yeah.
well, really quickly though, one thing that is great about being a small team in earshot and working with a game and a tool that is not like it's just you come up with an idea to like connect something in a fun way to another mission, and just like 2 people can solve that in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like, all right, we gotta get the animation lead in here, and then the voice acting people, and then we have to see like a producer to look about rearranging the schedule to see like.
Yeah.
That's something fun about doing something where everything is text based and the team is small, and you can just sort of, when those sort of small inspirations hits you, we're actually able to take advantage of that stuff. So that's one thing that was pretty fun about working on all the Shadowrun projects in that respect.
Yeah, once we understood the voices of the characters, a lot of different people were touching all the different characters, and just understanding this is an appropriate line for Duncan to say. Example, that's cool as hell.